Hello, my name's Suraj and I'm the founder of Soul Legal Services. It would be the ones that I'm massively passionate about. So obviously it would be anything to do with, if it was to do with cars, I still, as arrogant or ignorant as it might sound, I think I'd be really good at selling cars, but I've never tried it. But that's because I'm really passionate about cars. But my ideal business wouldn't be selling cars. I want something that's more involved in the car. So maybe, I don't know, something with the testing side of things, something with the engine build or the aerodynamics, the real intricacies of what the business, of what the car is. I really love the engine type stuff. Obviously, something like Formula One would be pretty good, but I don't know how I'd get them on board as a client. That would be an interesting one. But car brand, maybe I should have got Jaguar on board, and it wouldn't have been the mess that it is today. That would have been good. But yeah, anything like that. I just love cars, and I think you know what, it's a great community. I've been to Cars and Coffee a couple of times, and I love that it's just a way to connect. Like I will go and I will talk to, I have talked to people before with Ferrari collections, and I come from a very different place of someone that has a Ferrari collection. But we can just sort of come together and I just talk about the engine, and we talk about the noise, what it feels like, and all of that sort of stuff. It's I love that part of it. So anything the car related would be really good. And obviously I'm working with some fashion brands. I've tried to work with, I've done Louis with the shoe brand. I've tried to work with other shoe brands before. It's not really gone well. So I guess that one I'm kind of I'm living the dream on. Watches would be another one, but you know it's a funny one because like you have the kind of watches that you really wouldn't want, and then you have the connoisseurs, and I'm really more for the connoisseur style. That would be where I would want to go down. So I'd have to be quite careful with that one. And I'm not really. I love them, and they're great. They're great assets, as are cars. But I think I'm more passionate for cars than I am with watches, at least for now. And then I would have to really. I don't know how it would work, but something that would really I would relate to or really be interested in is something that that would kind of like maybe feed into my family history and my ancestry. There's something. Fashion works quite well in India, from India, because of the materials and the workmanship that goes into the stuff. There's really great quality stuff that comes from there. But I think there's, in the Western world we're sometimes really crave spirituality, and I don't want to be. There's a lot of cultural appropriation that goes on, unfortunately, in today's world, and I'd love to kind of be in a situation where we can maybe explain stuff more to the Western world, and not just not just be like just spirituality, but more about it, and not look at India, and I feel the same with Africa. Just improve the marketing of the countries, and it not being the third world poor countries, but you actually see the riches that they have and what they could really bring to the table. But minus the cultural appropriation and it just being sitting there and pretending that everyone sits there and does yoga. It's not how it works. They're actually making some big moves, and yeah, Africa's the same. When I talk about fashion brands, people are blown away when they hear that, well, a majority of the market in certain brands, or a big part of the market, is Nigeria and Egypt. Huge market for fashion brands, and they put really good money, a lot of money, into their clothing. It's a big place to sell. And a lot of stuff will go there. I'm surprised how look at LVMH and some of the sister brands, or the brands that have in the umbrella, they will send good stuff out more to the likes of Egypt than they would to London. And unfortunately, when I am working with fashion brands, the 70 to 80, maybe more percent of our market is outside of the UK. You just put London on it just as the prestige. So yeah, but the three main. I mean, I haven't done anything with cars yet. I would love to do something with cars, something with engines. Even if I'd love to just have a workshop. Even that, I'd probably sit there for hours and just watch them turn the spanners and open engines up. I don't know. Maybe I was some sort of a mechanic in my last life. But yeah, well, I want the big engines. I want like the V10s and the V12s. I don't want the little 4-cylinder stuff. I want the cool stuff. I want the Ferraris and the Lamborghinis and ones like that. So that will probably be a dream business. Or I'll just be a mechanic for Formula One.